Minecraft. The game of cubes. And more cubes. Okay, let's be honest, there's a lot of cubes. But the thing that makes Minecraft is, of course, creativity. And in that level of creativity, there's, adjustments. Or, I messed that up, modifications. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over all the mods I have because I saw a couple of you asking for it. And actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is turn off my motion blur because this is really hurting my eyes. Let's just okay, that's way better. So yeah, I thought the best way to do this was to hop into a new creative world and show off each mod one by one. It's gonna be a long video, but you guys have asked for it. So the first one is accurate block placement. Now, this is one of my favorite mods because, I don't know, can I toggle this off? Yeah. So, without accurate block placement, if you try and build a lot, you'll end up building like this. Like, I'm holding down right click and just moving my mouse, and you're going very, very slow. So if you're trying to build, like, a big line here, you can't. It's very difficult. Or if you're trying to fill a lot in, most people would just spam right click like this. But with this mod, if we just enable it, it makes building way smoother. So if I try building a flat surface here, I'm just going to hold down right click and move my mouse. As you can see, it's way easier. And for someone like me who loves building, this is so much help. Like, just in comparison, this was me just spamming on the ground, and look, I'll do it again over here. It's so much nicer. So like, you want to fill in this hole that a creeper made? Done. Just like that. Done. But if you wanted to do that with it off, it would end up blocky, like this. So yeah, first mod, very simple, very helpful. Now the second mod, advancement plaques. This is one of my favorite mods ever, and it's been, like, not updated in a while. So if you don't get how mods work, the mods have to be updated to the version of Minecraft you're playing. This mod hasn't been updated in so long. But finally, I have it. And the easiest way to show it is just by getting diamond armor. And as you can see, on the top of the screen, you'll have a little plaque when an advancement is made. And I love it. It just adds a bit of something to, like, when you get an advancement. So if I get a full set of netherite armor, and the better ones will obviously do it slower, but it's just incredible. Maybe I just like simple things, but yeah. I'm going to skip over these two because these are functionality mods, so I can't really show them. These are just mods that help the other mods work. Now, Better Clouds is a mod I've been meaning to get rid of because I think it only works without shaders, so we're just gonna do that. Now let's try it. So Better Clouds is essentially, well, it's in the name, they're better clouds, but every time I try to get this to work, it just doesn't. I don't know if you can see it, but they are there. They're just very buggy. And look, I'll try and bring them further down. But I don't know if you can see that in the sky, but they are kind of there. See, you can kind of see it there, but yeah, they are just really buggy. I don't know if it's something in this, like, I don't know if it's because of my actual cloud settings or not, but they never work. So I do actually need to get rid of this mod. But if you look them up on YouTube, the mod does look really good, and I have used it before, and it looked incredible. But with my shaders, I get good clouds anyway. Anyway, the next mod is one I've gotten quite recently, Better Hanging Signs. Now, this one did actually, it made me have to get rid of a texture pack I had, but essentially, it allows you to put an item frame and an item in a hanging sign. Now, the only part I don't like about it is that it gives you achievements, and by that I mean every time you log into a world, it'll give you these achievements. So place item on a hanging sign, I'll get an achievement for that. So look, put down a hanging sign, you crouch, put an item frame in, and then you right click, and then boom, you have an item in the item frame. And I just think this is cool. I will show you a little version of how I've used it. So this is my super flat world where I'm building my mega base, and I'm not going to show you too much of this because this is obviously for future videos, but this is a library, and this is going to be the next part I build in the mega base. And as you can see, I've just added a little hanging sign with a book in it, and it's just a small like feature. I think you can see it from far away too. Yeah, you can see it from far away, so it's not as if it's only good close up, and it's just a little bit of decoration that helps, and it's on both sides as well. I don't know, I just really like it. Anyway, back into the regular world. The next mod is capes. Now, this is another one that doesn't work, and I was really annoyed with this because I spent like an hour designing a cape, and it doesn't work, and I'm not too sure why. I think I've just messed something up, but pretty much it allows you to have custom capes, flowing capes, just free capes. I think I might have messed it up from Essentials, because in Essentials they give you capes, as you can see, so I think it might be because of this. I'm definitely claiming that cape, by the way. That's sick. That cape just, yeah, this one is just better. Anyway, on to the next one, which is Cleaner F3. This one's simple. It's just a Cleaner F3. Now, there was a different mod I used called Better F3, which dials all this down to, I think, coordinates and FPS, and that's it. But the mod hadn't updated, so this is all I've got. But again, it is just better. So on the right, you can see coordinates, my graphics card and all that, and then on the left, you can obviously see more important things, including like Mathscare for whatever reason, and the FPS. So yeah, it's just way cleaner and nicer, but if the other one gets updated, I'm definitely switching to that. The next mod, Day Counter. Now this one you can already see. As you can see at the bottom, near my hotbar, there is a day counter, and I'm not sure if this works. If I set it to night and then day, let's just test. Wow, I cannot spell today. So if I change it to night and then day, yeah, as you can see, every day passes and then the counter goes up slowly. I think you can edit where it is. No. But yeah, it's, again, very simple, very easy, very nice. And the next one is called Do a Barrel Roll. Now, if you have motion sickness, I would not recommend getting this mod. But this is amazing. So, as you can see, it allows you to do a lot more with the elytra. I'm going to quickly turn my shaders off, just so my game doesn't crash or anything. But yeah, as you can see, it allows you to do a lot of different things with your elytra. The only setting I've changed is these lines, as you can see. So if I angle it just right, so the lines are flat, that means I'm going straight forward. Yeah, you can do a lot with this. You can do, what are they called? Hula hoops, not hula hoops, round, I don't know. Like, you get the idea. You can fly as weirdly as you want. As you can see, you can fly through forests by using your mouse. So this is me using my mouse, just waving it around, up and down, and then using A and D, you can slowly turn left and right. So with this, you can fly, do whatever you want, so woo, like that, and then if you want to angle it correctly, you just turn your head straight, so the lines are straight, and then you can use A and D, just like that. Again, very cool mod. It could get you killed if you're not careful. This is why I'm scared to use it in hardcore. But if you're just careful with it, and you're not really doing anything silly, like that could get you killed. Again, if you're careful with it and know what you're doing, then you can have some fun. And if you, if you practice well enough, like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So the next mod is Dynamic FPS. Now I can't really show this because, as you can see, it just reduces resource usage. So it just makes my Minecraft run faster. So yeah, I can't show you that. These two are mods that help with my fresh animations, but I don't actually have... Well, I do have fresh animations on, but the texture is not high enough, I think. And also, don't ask about my texture packs, because I change them every day, and I'm not going to do a new video on them every time I change it. Yeah, this is what the mods do. They allow fresh animations to be fresh animations. Very, very nice. That's all I can show for that. There is nothing else to it. Anyway, entity culling, again, this just hires FPS by culling entities. You can read the description if you want to, so yeah. Next one, Essential. I've already shown this off. Essential is just like a cool mod for Minecraft. It allows you to have this, so you can have like lockers with different skins. So here I've got like a jacket on. See, here are all my skins. There are emotes. I use these for thumbnails. Cosmetics. This is like the bedrock, the Minecraft bedrock cosmetics. I don't really use them. I just use them for the capes, because like there are a lot of cool capes. But if you really want to, you can go mad and like see, you can buy like big outfits. There are also emotes for like animations. So look, there's like movement ones, running ones, I don't know. But I mainly just use this because it's easy to get to screenshots. As you can see, if you just click on pictures, you get to see screenshots. You can also just add your friends from Essentials and message them, which is very cool. And then obviously there are the settings, but we don't need to get into that. Okay, I'm hoping we're about halfway. No, we are definitely not. Let's try and speedrun some of these. Falling tree, easy. I'm sure you've seen this a lot on my videos. Pretty much, it just makes cutting down trees way easier. There are different modes to it, but I just like this one. So if you swing at a tree, it all breaks and the leaves fall, especially if they're not connected to anything. They will all just fall and drop every item. So you just... It's just really easy to like deforest. See? 3 swings and it's gone. It does use all the durability though, so it's not like cheating. Like, if there's a big tree, it will use all the durability. And I can prove that by putting down a big spruce tree. So here we go, big spruce tree, and if you watch the durability, if I break it, as you can see, that was a way bigger chunk than when I break these trees. Next up, we have flashback. Now, this is sort of like replay mode, or yeah, replay mod. It just lets you record bits of your Minecraft, and then you can like pause or just cancel it. So if I finish this, it'll take a second. Okay, maybe more than a second. Okay, it's actually taking way longer than it usually does. I'm kind of scared. Oh, that's not a good sign. 5 minutes. But yeah, flashback is just a replay mod. I'm not going to try and show it in case the game crashes again. But it's what I use for the time lapses. It's just a little... It's kind of just like this. It's like free cam, but my character would still be moving. And I can just position the free cam, and it'll record it. And yeah, that's literally it. Moving on, so I'm going to try and get through this. FPS display, it's down there. You can see it by my hotbar. It just shows FPS. It's that easy. Inventory HUD Plus. This is a little mod that lets you show your inventory in a different way. And the best way for me to show this is by getting this. Then we'll get a pickaxe. We'll get random pieces of armor. Yep. And then we'll get a potion of sorts. Where are potions? Here. Let's get that. And then let's chuck random stuff in my inventory. Let's put this all on. And go into survival. So, as you can see, the main thing I wanted this for was the hotbar. Because it's like redone the textures, which I quite like. You'll also see on the left, you can see my armor and its percent. So if I were to take damage from it, then it would obviously go down a bit. Let's just summon some TNT. Take a bit of damage from it. Okay, that really did nothing. Let's try that again. I want to take a bit more damage from that. Okay, this armor's incredible, but yeah, it did that. It does that. And then top right, you can see, I don't really know if I like it or not, but it shows you what's in your inventory. I'm not sure if I like it. I'm gonna try using it, then if I don't like it, then I'll stop it. And of course, if you have a potion effect, as you can see, just above my armor bar, it shows the potion effect and how much time is left. This is definitely good for me in my hardcore world, because if I'm in the nether and I have withering or fire resistance, I want to know how much time there is instead of clicking my inventory to check it. So yeah, very nice, very easy. You can adjust it as well. As you can see, I'm gonna make it animated, hell yeah. There are different settings, especially the armor HUD, so you can have like a quiver on, and if that's on, as you can see below the sword, and then if I have some arrows, it'll show you how many arrows I have, which is again very good for combat, but not good for me who just plays in hardcore. There is also shield, which I think will show you how much percent your shield is on. Yeah, so again, this is mainly for combat, but it is quite handy, but I don't use it very often. I mainly just like it for the hotbar, but you can mess around with it. See, there's like the potions, there's the armor, and then you can move stuff around. I've just put the armor down here. You can move it literally wherever you want, but I prefer it like this. Next up, we have inventory particles. Again, this is easy. If you pick up a block and in your inventory and wave it around, as you can see, there are particles. There are different particles for every block. So this one, you can see there's like pieces of bark. This one will have little planks. These throw around string. I think it's the same for that. Yep. Emerald, little glints. Same with gold. Bone, little particles of bone meal. There's a lot, like a lot. And it's kind of crazy. Yeah, just the little things really help. Iris is shaders. It just lets you do this. Turn shaders on. You do need Iris for shaders though. If you don't have Iris, there are other mods, but without the mod for shaders, then you can't use them. And then we have config, which is functionality. Can't show you that. Lightmatica and Lightminer. These are easy to show. So Lightmatica is what I use when I've made a build in Creative, and you'll see a lot of YouTubers use this. So if I load a quick schematic, let's just do a crane. So I built this in another world, and I do actually need to turn shaders off to use this, but you can place it wherever you want. The next mod, I'm sure you have all seen this in my videos plenty. Lightminer just lets you mine things quickly, so bang, it just lets you mine in different ways. There's shapeless, small tunnel, there's also staircase up. I'll show you staircase down, as you can see, 3x3, and yeah, that's it. And it's just really handy because it just makes building stuff way easier. So if you want to clear a bit out, you just do this. You've seen me use this a lot in the video where I flattened the entire village, which was not fun. Okay, so I think we're close to the end now. So yeah, that was Lightminer. Malalib is just a client-side mod. It's like a functionality mod. That's just Minecraft. Mod menu is what I'm using right now. Mouse tweaks is also very handy. This sort of just lets you do this. As you can see, it lets you spread out items really easily across your inventory, just like that. And it's just, like, you don't need to click each one individually, you just hold and drag, and it's incredible. It's kind of like the advanced block placement, but just for your inventory. I don't know, I like it. I think it's very cool. Next one, Punchy. Now, I've been using this entire time. As you can see, my hand is animated, and if I hold a sword, you can see there's custom animations for it, and there are different animations for each one, I think. So, no, it is exactly the same. And the trident is missing a texture, but it's a very cool animation though. And it also works with blocks. You can pick up a block, just look at it. Oh, that's my emote wheel. And it's just, you know, it's just cool. I like the small thing. Next up, we have Resourcify. I'm going to try and go through a load of these. Resourcify, Shine, Sodium, and Sounds. Now, Resourcify is a very handy mod. So if you're in your resource packs, you can click this button right here and download resource packs as you're in Minecraft. It has Modrinth, I think CurseForge. I'm pretty sure. I've just put it to Modrinth because so source. You can put it to CurseForge if you want. I just prefer Modrinth. But yeah, there's all the filters, and you can just download mods straight from there. Sodium is just a mod that it just improves your FPS. I don't really know how else to say it. A lot of people use it just for FPS. Shine is a little mod that adds bloom and just color to your Minecraft world. I haven't really noticed it. I can't exactly remember what it does. You can like do textures and stuff. I don't know. I haven't really noticed it. Sounds is a Minecraft mod that just adds different sounds. And I think the best example of this is if I walk on wood and then cobble. I think I have the right idea. Yeah, so if you listen very carefully, I'm going to turn the master volume all the way up. You can hear that depending on what block I'm on, I'm going to turn the OBS volume up as well. Depending on what block I'm on, it does a different sound. So for wood, sounds like you're walking on wood. But then when I walk on stone, there's a different stepping sound. So yeah, again, very small but very nice mod. Subtle effects. You've kind of seen it already. If I sprint, there's like smoke clouds behind me. If I hit sheep, you can see little wool flying off of him, and the items on the ground have little white particles. But I do remember, depending on the item, it can have different particles. So if I think it depends on what font color the item is. So if I go into ingredients, that's yellow, that's blue, that's white. Is there purple? Am I imagining that? That's blue, yellow. So yeah, if we drop all these, you can see the diamond sword is white, beacon is blue, Nautilus shell is yellow, enchant book is blue, ball of enchanting is yellow. It's just, again, subtle effects, but just something that really helps, like, with everything. I don't know. Again, I like the little things. Library, this is just functionality. Can't show you that. Trade cycling, I can show you. Now, I know this is going to make a lot of people very, very happy. Because we all know the most annoying thing about villagers is when they don't have the right trade, so you break the lectern, place it back. But now, if you just look at the villager's trade and you don't like it, you can click this button, or I think I have a hotkey for it. Yeah, C. And then you can just spam the hotkey until you get a trade you like. And you don't need to break it at all. You just sit here, click the hotkey, and you keep going until you find something you like. So, keep going. Mending, 38. Done. And you do not once need to break the lectern. Now, for the last ones, I can go through this really easily. Tweakaroo just adds a lot of tweaks. The only one I have for this is it's tool pick. And what that does is if you are holding different tools, and I'm going to make sure this is on. If you're holding different tools and you try and break something with the wrong tool, it'll automatically switch to that correct tool. And this is great with light miner. So if I try and break this with an axe, it'll switch to the shovel. And this allows me to just mine really, really quickly because it switches to the right tool. The only annoyance I have with this is if you're trying to fight something. So let's say I have these two in my hotbar, and then I'm trying to fight something like a villager and I accidentally hit the ground. It'll then... Why is it not... There we go. So I'm trying to fight the villager and I accidentally hit the ground. It takes me to my shovel and it doesn't take me back. So you have to scroll back, which is very, very annoying. But as long as you can get past that, then there shouldn't be a problem with it. Visuality. This is just little bits and bobs. So I think shiny armor does actually make the armor glint, I think. Yeah, so as you can see, there are little shiny glints on the armor, which is very nice. It just does stuff like that. The main thing you'll see is if you drop into water, it'll give you a splash, and you can see the little small bits of water landing and causing other little splashes. But yeah, that's kind of it, and I think the harder you fall, the bigger the splash. Yeah, so that splash was massive. And of course when I sprint, there's that. I don't know if that's this mod or another mod. I don't know. This video is half an hour long and I'm still going. World edit. Easy. You've all seen it. You all know what it is. Easy. The only thing I use it for is for commands. So if I do that, and then I can go /fill and then look at chat. So I can see what coordinates... Oh, I've done that wrong. Let's fix that. I can see what coordinates to use for a specific build. So I can do 105 and then -639, 65, 107. Let's change that. And then we just do red and then concrete. And then, yeah, I mainly use it for that, but you can, of course, do the whole thing of /brush. What is it? Set. Sphere. I don't really know how to use these, but you can. Let me just figure this out. Okay, so I finally figured it out, and I've set it to a brush of red concrete sphere with 5 radius. Now if I right click, it can make spheres, and I can do this as much as I want, and then if I decide, oh no, I've done that wrong, you just have to do /undo, and you can do it as many times as you want. So I can click 5, bang, or undo 20, and yeah, it all goes away. But yeah, this is again just good for building. If you want to build big mountains, like let's just act as if this red concrete was actually stone, and you just spam that. I've already made the start of a mountain, and you can go crazy with it. I haven't really used it that much. I've just been using it for coordinates, but yeah. And the final ones are Zero's minimap, world map, and Zoomify. Zoomify lets you zoom. World map is just a world map. That's all it is. The minimap mod gives you a minimap. I don't like it. I mainly just use the minimap mod so I can actually place waypoints. So I can go here, right click, create waypoint, call it whatever, confirm, and now I can see where it is. So yeah, that took way longer than I thought it would to get through all my mods. I'm not going to go through my texture packs because I have a load of them and I change them every week. But yeah, for those of you who want to know my mods, here they are. They're very cool. I love them. I hope you do too. And I hope you subscribe because we are almost at 150. I think we're currently at 139. I really want to get to 150 by the end of this week. So please, if you like this video or like me, please subscribe. Please, it seriously helps a lot. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.